look at this string that passes their email variable and put it into an if node. Yeah, we don't need to pin all these. Well, what happens when it's a number? Well, it gets the data type number. Pretty easy to understand. That just gets treated as a number. So if we wanted to, track our lead's age and say we only want to talk to people under 35, say we're, running some kind of age sensitive business and we want to make sure that, we're sticking within a certain age range, we can also use an if node to check that and to, clean up leads that are outside of our range. Now, the Boolean data type is pretty simple. It is only either true or false. It's only true or false. That's pretty easy for, when we want to track things like if the lead has certain types of contact information, if they are of a certain demographic, we can use Boolean variables to track those. Null data type is kind of interesting. That's the one that happens if there is no data being passed at all. Look at that. The JSON code for that key is literally empty. JSON object. Now, for an array is a list of objects. So say we wanted to pass a couple of different data types in the same key, and there we have it. See, and if it's empty, we can also just type the word null into the output data or the input data in some cases. Maybe you're setting up an API call or something of that nature, then you can go ahead and use that. Sound good? An object is a collection of key value pairs. So if we have a bunch of different key value pairs, then we actually want to go ahead and look at that. See how key and value is nested in there, and key and value is a string key value there, and there is an array that's also nested in here. Boolean false, we've got a Boolean in there, an integer, and a sub object with a sub key, and that has a string find me. That is a string in there. Okay, now do you guys remember expressions from 5 minutes ago? I hope so, because we are about to use that. Also, something interesting you might want to know, we can actually put plain text as well as an expression in the same field. It doesn't have to be beholden to